Hello, welcome to Angle Relationships Lesson 2. We are still focused on 8.8d, and specifically today we are applying the angle relationships that we learned in Lesson 1. We are grouping that together with what we learned about solving equations in our Linear Equations Unit 2. So it says we can use our knowledge of angles formed by parallel lines and transversals to find missing measurements. In the following examples, we will write and solve equations to help us find a missing information. Number 1, Elm Street is parallel to Oak Street, and Cedar Drive cuts diagonally the two streets, across those two streets. Find the measure of each marked angle. So Elm and Oak are our parallel lines. Cedar Drive is the transversal. And it creates those 8 angles that we learned about in Lesson 1. Either obtuse, which means they are larger than 90 degrees, or acute, which means they are smaller than 90 degrees. And so let's look at the expressions marked for each of the angles. We have 3x plus 103 and 9x plus 61. Those are expressions used to represent what those measures angle, or the angles measure. And so we need to identify the relationship. And so they are on the same spot on different parallel lines. And so they are going to be corresponding angles. And what we learned in Lesson 1 about corresponding angles is that they are congruent or equal to each other. And so we're going to take those expressions and we need to plan our work, because in order to find the measure of each marked angle, that's what we need to know. We take what we know and we formulate a plan. So we're going to take 3x plus 103 and set that equal to 9x plus 61. Now, it doesn't matter if you do the left or right, as long as you solve the equation properly. So just as a refresher on this and how to solve equations, I have marked my inverse operations in the pink text. Now remember, if they are congruent to each other, then you're going to set the equations equal to each other and then solve to find the value of x. Once you find the value of x, you then take that and plug it in to each of the expressions to find the missing angle measure. And when we did the equations lesson, you were taught to plug the value back in to check your work. And then I told you there's no reason why you can't get 100% on all of these problems. So after we take that value of 7 and we plug it into the expressions, we see that 9 times 7 plus 61 equals 124. Likewise for the 3x plus 103. So both angles measure 124. Now let's ask ourselves, does that make sense? If I look at those angles, they are obtuse, which means I should have a number larger than 90. This is where your common sense comes in. If you do all of your work and you plug in your value and you got, like, say, 89, would that make sense in the context of this situation? No, it wouldn't. Those are acute angles. If you identify that you have an obtuse angle which is larger than 90, your answer should be larger than 90. So scroll on down and take a look at number 2. The side view of a table is shown, and the top of the table is parallel to the floor. So if you ever seen gymnastics or watched it on the Olympics, this is like a balance beam. So they say it's a table, but it also kind of represents a balance beam. And I use that analogy because when you're walking on top of the balance beam, you're above it. You're outside of those parallel lines. And so, and I'm sure you've seen kitchen tables or coffee tables like this as well. We need to find the measure of the marked angles. And so first we need to identify what is the relationship of the angle measure 17x minus 9 and 4x. And I'm looking at 4x, and the first thing that I notice is that it is an acute angle. And then I look at 17x minus 9. That's an obtuse angle. So the first thing that I'm going to note is that both of these are actually going to equal 180 degrees. So I need to keep that in mind when I'm writing my equation, and it might also help you to identify what kind of a relationship it is. But for these angle measures, they are same side, interior, because they're under the table and above the floor, so they're interior angles, and are supplementary. Let me say, and have a sum of 180 degrees. Let's make this smaller, all in the same box so you can see it. So the two angles we have are same side interior angles, and we know that they are supplementary. Now let's read our question. It says find the measure of each marked angle. So in order to do that, we need to find the value of x. So I can substitute it into each expression to find the marked angle. Okay, fix our little typo, make sure we're all in the box. And that goes on to planning your work. So if we have a supplementary relationship, that means that you are going to add those two expressions together. Now this should look an awful lot like the, oh, hold on, what am I doing? Oh yeah, -9. The 9 looks a little weird. And then we need to add our 4x. This should look a lot like our first lesson when we did the linear equations. And that's when you had to first combine like terms. So we're going to draw our line. We need to combine like terms first. So I need to take my 17x and add my 4x, which will give us 21x. Now I'm just going to drop down my variable and rewrite my equation. Okay. Then your second step would be to start doing your inverse operations. Okay. I'm going to let you do this on your own. After you have your solution, resume the video and make sure you have the correct angle measures. Please use common sense. You have supplementary angles, one acute, one obtuse. Pause the video, finish this problem. Okay, after solving the equation, you should have seen that x equals 9. Take that value of 9 and substitute it into each expression separately, because if you have one acute and one obtuse, you're going to have two different angle measures. You should have found that you had 144 and 36. Those are your two missing angle measures. So make any corrections that are necessary, and then let's flip on over to the back page of your notes. Okay, in 3 through 8, a pair of parallel lines is cut by a transversal. Set up and solve equations to find the marked angle measures. Your job is to do questions 3 and 5, 6, and 7. Okay? That is what you're going to do before you move on to your homework. I'm going to check these in class. Together, we will go ahead and finish 4, 8, and 9. So I need to identify the angle relationship in number 4. They are same side exterior angles. Therefore, I am going to write the expression of 18x subtract 18 equals 180 degrees. Here's how we got that. If they are same side exterior angles, that means that they are congruent, or I'm sorry, yeah, they are supplementary. I have one acute, which is this expression right here. That's my acute, less than 90, and this is my obtuse, greater than 90. And so they are going to be a supplementary relationship. And so 11x plus 7x gives you 18x. Negative 9 plus negative 9 will give you negative 18. After we solve that equation, we find out that x is going to equal 11. And when I plug 11 into both of the separate expressions, so 11 times 11, subtract 9, and then I'm going to plug it in again, 7 times 11, subtract 9. After I simplify both of those expressions, I see that we're going to have an angle measure of 112 degrees and 68 degrees. Now, if I add 112 and 68 together, this is more of your common sense and just kind of checking your answers. If I do both of those and I add them together, they should equal 180 degrees. If they don't equal 180 degrees, that means you've done something wrong because it's a supplementary angle, which means it should be 180 degrees. So I do that. They do equal 180 degrees, so I am done with question 4. Now let's move on and identify the relationship that we have in question 8. I have, one of them's on the outside. They're both on the outside of our parallel lines, but they're on the same parallel line. So this is going to be a linear pair. A linear pair is going to be a supplementary relationship, which means you're going to add both expressions together, and it's going to equal 180. So I'm going to combine like terms just so it saves me some room on my equation line. And let's walk through how we get that. Negative 25, or negative 5 plus, let me get my pointer. Where's my pointer? Get the pointing. Negative 5 plus negative 20 is negative 25x. 32 plus 48 is how we get our 80. Now we're going to solve this equation. After doing our inverse operations, we find that we have an x value of negative 4. And then to finally get my angle measures, I take that negative 4 and I'm going to plug it into both of my expressions. And then I see that I have an angle measure of 28 degrees and an angle measure, 128 degrees and an angle measure of 52 degrees. Now the last thing that I need to check is to make sure that they add up and they equal 180. 52 plus 128 is going to equal 180. If you have any questions about how to solve this equation, we subtracted 80 from both sides. Then, after getting that simplified, we divided both sides by negative 25. So that was our two-step equation. You're going to add or subtract, then multiply or divide. Let's go ahead and take a look at question 9. And like I said, if you have any questions about 4 and 5, come and chat with me in class. But I don't want to spend a whole lot of time going over solving equations because we just did a whole unit on it. All right, number 9. Use the parallel lines cut by the transversal to mark A through C as true or false. Correct any false statements. I'm going to look at those expressions and I notice that it is a supplementary relationship. It is a linear pair. The value of x can be found, oh, that's a false. It cannot be found using this equation because it is a supplementary relationship. So what they need to do is combine like terms of 7x plus 33 and set that whole equation equal to 180 degrees. So this is an example of how you can correct false statements. B, the value of x is 21. Well, if we subtract 33 and then divide, we're going to see that this is true. And then finally, our last one, is going to be false. If you take 21 and plug it into those expressions, it is not going to equal 82. It will equal 82 and 98 degrees. Okay, so that is the conclusion.